Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Libras. Libra, I'm going to read your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right down the middle. At any point in time, feel free to swap the energies that I may be picking up on. And if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those down below, the links down below. All right, so your person is coming through as the Awakening card, okay? So Aries and Scorpio energy there. And you're showing up as the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay? And what's going on between you two, we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so some of you, you're at a distance from this person, and we see the Two of Crystals. And this person may have kind of been in and out here with the Two of Crystals. It could be that they have a really big choice to make. It feels like you're not talking to this person with the Knight of Swords in reverse, and that's really given them this time and this space to reflect and come to their senses is kind of what I'm getting. So they may be choosing you over another person, or they may have a choice to make between you and, being with you versus, like making a move of some sort, creating more space and time for you within their life. All right, so just really trust your intuition. You know what's going on here. But they're going through a bit of an awakening since you've been gone or since you've been quiet. And we see the Five of Wands. They're definitely feeling a little bit conflicted here, Libra, about the decision that they need to make. And I do feel some of you may have even given this person an ultimatum. They're viewing you as the Ace of Pentacles. So they definitely see that there's potential for some sort of new beginning here. Okay. Your energy, the Knight of Wands in reverse, is telling me that you're feeling maybe a bit confused, or you're not really seeing a clear path forward with this person. And with the Ten of Wands in reverse, some of you have decided to release this, or you have decided to release the stress that goes along with this connection, maybe to start something new elsewhere, or just to focus on you and your life force energy. Okay, and you're viewing this person as the Nine of Swords. So you may know that they're going through it, that they're going through this awakening, that they're stressing about having to make this decision here. So we see the Three of Wands. It does look like there's distance here between the two of you. So you could be, physical distance, different cities, states, or countries. And for some of you, the decision they need to make is about a move. But the Three of Wands does indicate that there is potential for expansion. There is potential to moving towards the Four of Wands, which would be reunion, which would be stability, okay, provided that's what you're looking for. They're viewing the relationship as the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel like this person is choosing you or wants to choose you. Again, there's been either some sort of ultimatum, or they know they need to put something down and invest in this connection. But I feel strongly that they do want to do that. And see, you're viewing the connection as the Knight of Swords. And if they do decide to make this decision and put something down and invest in you with this Knight of Swords energy, I feel like, you would have the clarity that you need to move forward and to communicate. But I feel like you're waiting on them to take some action or make this decision. Yeah, because you're in the Six of Cups energy here, Libra. Like, you do have sweet feelings for this person. You may be, feeling a bit of nostalgia here, wanting reunion, but it's like they've got to make that decision. They've got to put in the effort. They've got to come to you with their conclusion. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about this person. Okay, we have Earth energy. So some of you, they may have strong Earth placements, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This represents persistence, patience, and practicality. So I do think your person, is persistent. I do think that they're in the process of becoming grounded, getting grounded, trying to be patient, wanting to be practical about making this decision here. and we see Scorpio energy. So they may be a Scorpio or have strong Scorpio placements, or just embody the energy right now of intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. And I definitely see that purge and that renewal there with that awakening energy. And I think you're well aware that that's going on as well. All right, so let's see messages for my Libras, please. We see Mercury, so think, learn, network, and communicate. You know, and I feel like you may be in this really mercurial energy. Now, mercurial, you know, in the English language means, you know, somebody's moods that kind of go up and down, if I'm not mistaken. So you might be feeling a little bit moody, and some days, you know, higher and some days lower. But I do think you're putting a lot of thought into this. I think you're open to learning, you know, more about this person, more about the situation, provided they open up. But I also think that you're putting yourself out there, you know, and again, it doesn't necessarily mean you're dating other people. Maybe some of you are, but I do think you're networking, you're communicating, and I feel that's a real source of strength for you right now, Libra. You know, strength in numbers, strength in community. Okay, and we also see the 10th house. Structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So a lot of you, that is what you're really focused on right now. You're focused, you know, you make sure you have structure so that you don't stress too much here. Maybe you're very disciplined in what you're putting into your body or your workout routine, focused on your life mission, trying to, you know, accomplish what you set out to do, really also focused on your career as well. All right, so let's see if what this person's blockages are, or what we might need to know about this person's shadow. All right, so we see unsocial. You need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone again. Or maybe there's been a little bit of a difficulty within this relationship, because it looks like you're quite the networker with this mercurial energy. Okay, and you know, maybe there was a bit of a rift in this connection. If you like to go out more, and this person was, you know, more of a homebody, more of an introvert. And we also see excuses. So this person has so many reasons that it never works out, but now they need to find a reason that it can work. And it looks like that is a big part of the awakening that they're experiencing. All right, let's see what this person would like to say to you, Libra. What would this person like to say to my lovely Libras, please? All right, unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Okay, so maybe they felt like you weren't able to put yourself in their shoes, understand where they were coming from, you know, see what they were going through. And we see indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. And that's that Two of Pentacles. And I think they're very well aware right now, Libra, that they do need to make a decision here, or they'll lose you. Okay, so let's see if there's anything going on behind the scenes that we really need to know. All right, we see this person may not quite be ready, not quite ready yet. And relationship of convenience. Interesting. So for some of you, this is this person's big fears, that this was or is just a relationship of convenience. And for some of you, maybe you made things quite convenient for this person, and it doesn't really look like you're doing that anymore. And boom, that's where there's that kind of slap in the face here for this person that, you know, feels very much needed. All right. So let's see any advice and guidance here for my Libras, please. Final advice and guidance for my Libras, please. Okay, we have awakening. Look, double confirmation of this awakening energy. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So, you know, you both may have triggered a bit of an awakening here. You know, this separation, getting clarity, seeing what you really want in your life, how you can up level. And we see the ever unfolding rose. This is actually one of my favorite cards in this oracle deck. Cracked open, it's happening for you and not to you. And it actually feels like this may be more of what's happening to your person. But remember that when we experience these difficulties or we hit bottom, we're cracked open so that we can let in the light. And I feel like for you as well, it's been this catalyst for an awakening. And, you know, the difficulties that you've experienced are happening for you. It's not something happening to you. So Spirit's advice here, Libra, is to continue to get grounded. You're an empath. You're highly sensitive. Okay, so try to get out of your head, especially if you're experiencing a lot of that confusion. And connect with nature. Get your feet, if you can, literally plant those feet in the ground, Libra. It will do wonders for you. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Libras, sending you so much love and light. Take care.